Ακόμα μια μεγάλη συνέντευξη για το EuroLeague για το sportal.gr. Μαζί μας μια ιδιαίτερη προσωπικότητα, ένας παίκτης που έχει πολλά να πει και πολλά να κάνει στο παρκέ, ο Τσίμα Μονέκε. So, Τσίμα, thank you very much for being here with us, with EuroLeague. And our first question is something out of the box, because I heard you before. You didn't play basketball until you were 13?
No. Yeah, I was originally a football player. Football in Nigeria is the biggest sport, and that's what I wanted to be. Obviously, I'm pretty tall, so I started to try basketball at the age of 13. But my first love was football.
So if this worked out, you wouldn't be here?
Yeah, for sure I would be playing for maybe Man United right now, but.
Oh, you're a Man United fan?
I'm originally a Real Madrid fan, but because I'm in Bασκόνια, the whole. But in terms of the football, yes, my favorite player growing up was Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, and then Cristiano took it to another level. So
you enjoyed the documentary about David Beckham
and Luis Figo, and yes, I've seen all of them.
So back to basketball. It's the first time that you play against Olympiacos after the Final Four game with Monaco. What's your thoughts about going to this game?
It's a new season. I'm on a new team. I have a different role. It's a game that is going to be a tough game to play, and it's my first time playing in Greece. I didn't get to play against Panathinaikos in last week. So I just want to go out there and win, and great team, and it's a EuroLeague game, so it's going to be tough.
How many days did you need in order to forget the semi-final?
How many days has it been since it happened? I still haven't forgot it. But I mean, it was unfortunately historic, and we're on the wrong side of it. But it was still a great experience going to the Final Four, and hopefully, I can use that experience to help and to get back to a Final Four at some point in my career.
Any news about the bet that you had with the Partizan players?
Oh my goodness. I mean, no news on the bet. I made the free throws, and I'll see them soon.
Okay, so when you see them, you expect the money?
Nah, I mean, for me, it was more of a joke. I bet that I would make the free throws.
At least a dinner.
It's something. Because I would have paid something if I missed, but nah, for me, it's all fun and games.
So far, how's the whole experience with Coach Ivanovic?
It's different. It's tough, but it's tough in a good way, because you come to work, focus every day to give your best physically, and it's demanding because he expects a lot from you as a player, and you have no choice but to get better. And for me, I love to practice. I'm still young enough where I can practice and play with energy. So for me, I'm fine. My body is feeling decent. So as long as I stay healthy, I'll be fine.
The whole experience in Sacramento, what's the taste that it left in your mouth?
I just think everything happens for a reason. It wasn't the right place for me to play, but honestly, I made great friends that I still talk to this day. I can FaceTime a lot of people that I met there, and I made a lot of good connections. I don't shut the door on the NBA. I don't say never to anything, but I like being happy, and I know I'm happy in Europe because I'm valued here. I don't want to go to a position where I get sent to the G League or get traded or just don't play. So I want to play, and I want to be happy, and that was my experience.
So you're not against going back, but your main goal is to stay in a good situation in Europe?
My main goal is to be happy. Be happy. If I'm happier over there, then that would be fine. But I know I'm happy in Europe. So
now you're in Greece, and you're going to play against Olympiacos. As you imagine, I have a question that has to do a little bit with Olympiacos, and especially with a former player of Olympiacos. While you were in Sacramento, did you hear anything about Sasa Vεζένκοφ?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think I would go to Sacramento because of Sasha. There was other teams that were, involved with me, and I know Sasha was higher on their list than I was, and that's just the truth. Obviously, they couldn't come to terms with the contract, so he ended up going this past summer. But yeah, I know they loved him there. You know, I know they were excited about him, and you know they wanted him to come over. And it took a year for him to get there. But you know, I remember talking to him in the Final Four on the elevator, and I just told him my experiences, and I knew his would be a little bit different. You know, he's getting a chance to play. I'm sure he, you know, probably wants to play a little bit more. I thought he would play a little bit more, but you know, it takes time. You know, he has a 3-year guaranteed contract. That's way better than I have. So he has no choice but to just be patient, you know, and believe in himself.
We talked about the EuroLeague MVP, but we have the Basketball Champions League MVP right here with us. So getting the EuroLeague trophy this time, the EuroLeague MVP trophy, is it a goal of yours?
No, I have 2 more goals in my career. I want to win a EuroLeague title, and I want to get my jersey retired somewhere. Being a EuroLeague MVP is like, you need to be in the right situation for that. You need to be on a team that's winning, and you need to have a big role on that. For me, this is, people call it my breakout season, which is true. But you know, we need more wins for me to be talked about in that level. But I have always believed in myself as one of the best players in Europe, and now I get to show it. So that's all.
So that was it from our side, because we have some questions from our viewers, and there are a few spicy ones here.
Okay.
Anastasis is asking which one was the reason, in your opinion, that you wasn't playing that much in the NBA?
In the NBA, because Sacramento hadn't made the playoffs in 16 years, and they had a great season, and it was hard to trust a new guy. Yeah, I think that's the biggest reason, and I'm okay with that. I'm not a victim. I played in the NBA, and only 5,000 or 6,000 people in the world have done that.
Mike is asking, in which Greek team would you imagine yourself playing?
I can't answer that. I mean, I can't answer that.
Spiros is asking what's going on with your hair.
It's fun, you know. It's super long, so I can do a lot of things with it. Depending on how I feel on game day, that'll depend on how I tie it up. Sometimes it's very simple. Sometimes, it's different, like the last game.
So the Mickey Mouse was just a craziness of the moment?
It was in the moment. It looked good. I did it in the pregame, and I was feeling it.
What was the comment that you got from your teammates when they saw it?
Honestly, nothing. They, in practice, sometimes I've done crazier hairstyle.
Crazier than the Mickey
I don't think
Mouse.
the Mickey Mouse is crazy. I don't.
You raised the bar right now. You have to show something crazy in the next few games.
Maybe that'll be my new thing, where I try to do a different hairstyle. But I can only do so much.
So Stamelos is saying that I have him on fantasy since round 1, and I thank him for all the rankings. Would he continue to play in the same rhythm, or should I sub him?
I think that's an easy question. Yes, as long as I'm out there on the floor, I will produce. I believe that. I believe in myself. Thanks to you for believing in me since round 1. He's a real basketball fan, and he knows what type of player I am. So shout out to you.
And the last one from Dimos. It's early, but which teams do you believe that will get to the Final Four?
Real Madrid.
That's one.
Eurohoops asked me the same question yesterday, and I'm like, Real Madrid. My guys at Monaco, I have to give them a shout out. And then this is where it gets tricky. My answer is probably different than the answer I gave yesterday, but Barcelona.
We want the different answer for sure.
Yeah, let's give a different answer. Let's go Barcelona, because they look good right now. And then I think a surprising team like Bασκόνια.
Bασκόνια?
Yeah.
You're talking to a Greek media and you don't put a Greek team on the Final Four. And then, you know that you will get some hate.
And then if I don't put my team, I'm gonna get more heat. So what do I do? I'm in trouble. 3 Spanish teams and Monaco.
Yeah, it's okay. If this happens, we will see something interesting in Berlin.
Absolutely.
So that was it. Thank you very much.
Man. I appreciate it.
Αυτό ήταν ο Τσίμα Μονέκε. Εμείς το απολαύσαμε. Ελπίζουμε να το απολαύσετε κι εσείς. Τα υπόλοιπα στο sportal.gr.